Good morning, beloved everyone. Another beautiful day that we have arose and arised. Um, just wanted to take the time to give thanks to God. Um, Another beautiful day it is. I've actually the sun has not fully arose here in Baltimore, Maryland. As a matter of fact, I believe it's like 2:41 a.m. Um, Sometimes it's difficult to get rest, especially with all the stress and worries you go throughout the day and what you're going through in your circumstances. I assure you that it's not really that bad of a deal. The circumstances and stresses you put yourself through, a lot of times it could be the surroundings of the world beating down on you. Take in consideration to block them out sometimes, get to a quiet place, away from people. If you pray, then pray. It's a wonderful thing to do that. Separate yourself, go to nature, get out there. I'm not saying to hug a tree now. But if you want to hug the tree, guess what? Hug the tree. Connect yourself with Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, God Himself, the Creator, and in the universal factors and everything in it. Feel good about yourself and understand it's okay to step out there on the earth because that's going to rejuvenate you as well with all the factors. Sometimes take your shoes off, okay? Even in the cold winter. And if you can bear it, step flat on that ground once with your bare feet. And let Mother Earth and everything run through your body. Heal your body naturally. Don't always sit there and rely on medication and drugs from this world. Although some of them are okay because God has made it to point for people to have wisdom and knowledge and clarity and understanding to come up with things and creativity, which is a beautiful thing because we have a beautiful mind. People are sharp, intelligent. They use that mind. Try to be natural sometimes when you do things. I mean, there are so many things in this elements in this world that are they're such wonderful things that will cure many things. But in fact, like for example, cancer. They say there's no cure. They're lying. There is cure. God made a way. See, the problem with this world is too much corruption, and along with the corruption is greed and deceit and the power and control over people, manipulation. Manipulation surrounds you, but you step back and you're like, hey, no, this is not happening to me. Manipulate what? No, don't do that. Have self awareness and reliability in yourself to make the difference and know what's going on and what's real and what's not real. Beautiful word in the Bible, discernment. Doesn't mean to doubt everything, but it means to question something. It's okay to question things sometimes. Does it feel right to you? If it doesn't, then obviously there might be an issue with it. Take reliability and chance in yourself. Sometimes step out there, even if it's scary in life. That's another lesson. Even though something's scary, it's the fear being put in you by the enemy. Do not be afraid. No weapon formed against you shall harm or prosper you. You are protected. The refuge of God protects you. Realize that you are very protected. Like I said, another beautiful day it is. Can't wait to see the sun shine. Like I said, go outside and see that sun shine. Enjoy your day and enjoy the nature and everything around you. Listen to the cold wind blowing through the air and the whistle that goes by your ear. Pay attention to just things around you, all the beautiful nature and the things that's living. They're living because they like how you're living. They were created. Enjoy it. Don't go around your life thinking, damn, I can't enjoy nothing. I can't afford nothing. I'm so down I can't do nothing. But there you go. You're doubting yourself. You can do anything you want to do. Anything. No matter what it is. Don't let nobody ever tell you that you can't do anything. Because who the hell do they think they are? Pardon my French, but who are they? They're like you. They wake up in the morning. I haven't even cleaned my eyes yet. Matter of fact, I get up sometimes, it's like, man, what's resting on my heart? What did I think about while I was in my dream? You do know that dreaming and sleeping is the closest you're going to be to death, right? So when you're dreaming and you're sleeping, you're playing in the death realm of life. And then when you wake up every morning, tell yourself, I'm being resurrected. I'm stepping up out of this grave and I'm going to get up and rise. Rise up, people. Rise up. Don't sit there all the time and down. Just like America, for example. I live in Baltimore, Maryland, USA. And our government. Come on, you ever thought about that? Our government. So powerful and corruption sometimes. I love America. But I have a lot of disagreement in some of the things the government does. I'm not going to totally shine bad on them because, look, I'm still living in America. You're going to have bad in everything you do in every country. I love America. Trust me, I'm not going to debate the fact. What I'm telling you is, at 3:16 on the clock. Actually, I'm sorry, 7:15. Or 7:16. See, I'm just waking up. But anyhow, like I said, angel numbers. What I'm saying is this: like, no matter where you are, and no matter what the circumstances are, or who's pulling them cards and pulling them strings, or like laying it down on you, it's fine. Let them do what they got to do around you. Because people get ego trips and they get power trips, and they're like, man, I can do whatever I want. It's all right. Because in history, people have done whatever they want, and people still prevail. I mean, for example, I'm gonna break it down a little bit. Nationality or ancestral values that I currently carry in my blood: Polish, Jewish, and Egyptian. Imagine that. Imagine that. But take in consideration, the Israelites were enslaved by the Egyptians. And Moses and them, they were commanded to leave, and actually after the Egyptian goddess or whatever you want to call them, Egyptian whatever. I'm not expert on it. Don't take me close on this with the words, but God separated them and moved them from slavery when they were so doubtful, and they doubted Moses that it couldn't be possible, and leaving into the land and being pursued by the Egyptians and them come after him. Think about that. Moses stood at a sea with all those people behind him in doubt. And he still stood up at that sea and lifted up that staff in the air and said, commanded it, separate sea. And guess what? The sea parted. Not just because Moses said it would. It's because the Spirit of God in him made him have faith and belief. And guess what? It was done. Even with doubt and dismay around him. Imagine that. And they were set free across it. And then the sea came down crashing on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Came crashing down on them. That very possible. I mean, like I said, I have different things in me, such as those 3 items and everything. But remember this. Jumping a little bit onto another story. Everybody in the land of Israel was split and separate throughout the nations. So then again, you realize, why is it just so many things? Like I said, Polish, Jewish, with some Egyptian in me. Well, think of the world as this: big old melting pot. You ever heard somebody say a melting pot? Well, when God created, He created us to give thanksgiving and praise to Him, but with pre-creation. We're doing pretty well at that, people, by the way. What's it up to? About 8.6 billion people. Whew, man, imagine that if everybody woke up one day and they were like, they wanted to all go outside and give it a shout one quick time in glory about God, why we were here in creation and why we were made. We were made in His image, people. Opened up their nostrils and he breathed air through our lungs and brought us to life. Took a woman and made her from the rib of Adam. I mean, think about it. Respect your woman, respect your husband, honor God. Simple as that. Respect your neighbors. Love thy neighbor, love thy enemy. What doesn't mean go out and, oh man, I got him, go out and love my enemy, right? Go up to him, hold him, coddle him like a little baby. No. You don't want to do that. But respect the fact is, even though they disrespect you, it's fine. It's words. Don't take it too hard. It's not a big deal. The bigger person can turn around and say, you know what? I'm going to let this go just for a minute because I could retaliate. Trust me, I'm not a little weak little mouse myself. I could do some stuff, and I've done some stuff in the past I'm not proud of. Not perfect by all means, people. But it takes a big man to say, you know what? What would Jesus do? And just walk away. I mean, come on now. Seriously. Don't make yourself feel like you're meek or a mouse, but you're actually strong. You are strong. So don't doubt it, and don't be dismayed. Remember, stepping out this morning and you get that fresh breath of air in this cold winter at the moment, the season we're in. Don't let that doubt get in your mind. Remember, you're breathing in the glory and air and the breath of God. Filling them lungs. So keep pushing forward, trucking it, and know you got this. No matter what comes your way, ain't gonna put your sunshine out and let that bright light shine. Because we are a bright light, a beacon of God, the light bearers. Guess what? The light bearers. We hold that torch in this generation for all the little babies. So God set a good example. Set a good example with the babies. Hug them today. If you see your babies and see that smile on their face, you're hugging God. Because they're precious and pure. Babies are pure. Enjoy them. Enjoy life. Hug a dog. Dog, D-O-G. God, G-O-D. So I was like D-O-G, dog, and G-O-D, dog. I mean, God. Well, look at me, I'm twisting it already. Man's best friend. Oh, whoa, think about that. Man's best friend. A companion. Not in the same sense of a companion between relationships, but remember, Adam wasn't just by himself. He had Eve. Respect the feminine in your side. Respect the masculine. Come together, unified. You know what I'm saying? Simple. That's that simple. Respect one another. It's the word love. People are like, oh my God, love. Let's go fornicate or this and that. No. That's lust. Lust. But love, L-O-V-E. Look at me, big old spelling bee. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm terrible at spelling. So don't ask me to do a spelling bee, because I'll probably get beat by a little tiny kid or something, and it'll be like, hurt my feelings. No, but anyhow, like I said, love one another. Be generous, be prosperous. I'm talking to you on the other side of this phone. Because guess what? You're important. Yes, you. The moment you think you're not important, guess what? You're important. Your name was spoke of in heaven once or twice. Angels rejoice. God is happy when you do the correct and make the correct decisions. You are inspirable. You are wonderful. You walk out, and every time you do one thing in this earth and this universal factor and everything around you, you're making a ripple effect that reaches out and out. Toss that stone into the water and watch the ripple effect of this world just go radiant over and over and around and around and around, around and around and around. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. You are a difference maker. You have worth, and tell yourself, I have worth, and nothing's going to stop me. Nothing is going to stop me. And don't let fear sink in your head too hard, because that's the enemy. When you think that you can't do nothing and you have no purpose and no reason and you think you're going to fall, sit down and pray sometimes and come back to reality. Remember, the same person that raised a Savior from a barred grave is the same person that lives in you. The great I am is the I am within. You are godlike, the reincarnated of Christ. Walk with him, brothers and sisters. Metaphorically, pick up your cross. Bury that. Bury it. Bear it. Bear that cross. Everybody talks about picking up a cross. Learn to find a way to the narrow path in life. It's hard, but everything is hard is worth something, because everything was handed straight to you. Where would you learn? How would you grow? Like I say, a diamond is formed under pressure too, right? In the dark. It develops and radiates in such beautiful sight and everything. It reflects. Don't listen to, who sings that song? I can't remember. Shine bright like a diamond? Come on now. Wait a second. For real, look up the information. It's cool. And the song's great, don't get me wrong. But diamonds don't shine. They reflect. They reflect in beauty. With all the pretty colors and everything. Be that seed planted in the ground. Remember it said, in the dark. Okay. It's dark, but there is light. God said, let there be light. But forming yourself and germinating and growing in the dark with a little bit of moisture, that little plant grows up and sprouts itself out of the dirt and hits that sunshine. Guess what it does? It grows stronger and stronger and stronger, right? And once after a while, with its water and the bright round of weather and sunlight, it grows into a mighty tree with strong roots first underneath when it grows in the ground. When it juvenates, it's got to have strong roots to hold down something like a foundation, right? Yeah, build yourself on a positive foundation and glory. It doesn't hurt to put God in the middle of that, or some people, I guess they're higher powers, they say. That's cool. There's so many different interversible factors of this world and higher powers. And like me personally, I'm saying God, Mother Gaia, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe like, I don't know, Sophia Hapna, or like, you know, there's other things I could say because I'm a little bit oriented and I can understand the difference between the creator and like mental thought and the things that get yourself cracking and going. But back to the tree. Once you build that strong foundation on something positive, it grows up as strong and mighty. You hit the tree. You ever hit a tree once and hurt your hand? Or something. It could have happened. I've done it by accident. But point is, it has a strong foundation and a trunk that grows up nice and tall. And for every trunk that grows on, a branch that comes off of that, remember, it's like a branch of God. And guess what it does? It bears fruit. Be the tough tree in life, right? The tough, strong tree that grows up with branches, and be the fruit that bears off of it, and feed the world. Feed it. Feed it. And also take into consideration, this kills me the most, how governments could take $100 million or $1 billion a day. I'm just throwing out there weird numbers, right? To form and have protection for an armed service, right? For one day to make it happen. Ask yourself, why are there so many people starving to death in this world? Is it more easy to breed hate or to show and learn love? Oh, wait a second. Did I say learn love? No. You don't learn love. Guess what? You learn hate. You learn how to hate. Right? Because you're born in love. But you're born in sin too. With the body and the flesh. But guess what? Love is natural, baby. It's natural. Hate's taught and hate's learned. So when you see a little kid of different nationalities hooking up on each other and saying, man, well, look how precious that is, baby. Look how precious it is. Go figure. How does that work out? Because love is natural. And a lot of people forget what love really means. It's a platonic situation or a grimy situation that takes you and pulls you away from people. That's just feelings and emotions, okay? But love is love, regardless. Love is love. I mean, a platonic situation, like I said, but it's like love is love. Such a small word. And on the other spectrum is hate. Just like there's a fine line between heaven and hell. And I love my brother to death. His name's Sean. He sent me something one time. A man sitting on a fence. But on the other side of the fence was the devil, and the other side was God. The devil says, stick with me. Come with me. You'll have everything you ever wanted. Never have to worry again a day in your life. Right now, this moment while you're living, just stay with me. I'll give you whatever you want. Well, take in consideration, that's one side of the fence, my friends. The other side was God. Although you don't have nothing you appear in your mind, come with me. I'll show you all the riches, right? And you'll live forever. So the man's thinking, I don't have to listen to this. There's a fence in the middle. Why don't I just sit on that fence? My brother showed this me. My brother's inspiration. Me and him and I have not always seen eye to eye, but we're brothers. I mean, look, Cain and Abel. Whoop. Whoa, what about that story? No, Cain and Abel. You don't want to know about that story, do you? One killed another. Cain killed Abel. But anyhow, back to this. You're sitting on the fence, right? You're thinking, I can have both. Eat my cake and have it too, right? No. It doesn't work like that. See, because what happened was everything went pitch black. Right? And guess what happened? The man got snatched off the fence. Right? Because he thought he was in neutral grounds. Guess what? The light came back when the devil had him in his arms, holding him tight. Guy said, wait a sec, what are you doing? I didn't choose you with my master. I didn't choose God either. Devil said, guess what? You didn't have to. You were sitting on the fence. Right? You're sitting on the fence. The decision and sitting on the fence belong to the devil. Because you can't have two people in your life that you worship. You can't serve two masters or have two gods. Make the choice. Think like, I don't have it right now, but guess what? You are rich. Regardless. It's not about the point about how much money or treasures you carry on this earth. No, not necessarily. No, not at all. The true richness is within. The hope, the courage, the belief, the faith, the desire to want to keep pushing forward no matter what you have in your pocket. Although sometimes it gets rough. But also remember, look at all the beautiful possessions that everybody has. My phone in my hand right now. Possession. Okay? Look at the word inside of possession. It's the word to be possessed. To be owned. If you own it. No, matter of fact, it owns you. So I realize things are only temporarily in this world. But the real existing and true reality of it is the chance to live forever is a great thing. But also know that possessions will possess you. You know, the brass tacks about it is I was an alcoholic. And I don't want to label myself too much about that. You know, but as I owned that drink and I was drinking it and putting down that 40-ounce bottle of Steel Reserve, okay, because I was a malt beverage drinker, and I'm putting it down, and I'm saying, man, I'm drinking this, and I'm owning this moment. But guess what? Reality, it was drinking me. It was consuming me, okay? And I let it control and manipulate the way my mind worked and how everything should be, because of my discernment was down, and my self-esteem was down too. And I thought, let's escape reality for a minute. We escape reality, but guess what? You come right back to it, and you realize it wasn't the bottle that I was drinking, but it was the bottle that was drinking me, and I was stuck in it. And then one day it dropped and broke, because God said, you know what? We're going to pick you up and drop you and break you for a minute. But he's not breaking you, but we're going to break you down so you can find out who you are and what your purpose is, or not, maybe not just purpose. Find out who you are. Because it's lower sometimes, you're at a low point sometimes and you think you don't have nowhere else to go. Remember, that could be a sign that you're being worked on at the moment. Because even the lowest point of having nothing and everything taken stripped from you, like it's recently done to me. Yeah, I've had everything stripped from me, biblically and divinely. My outer appearance isn't the best looking part of me. I just, like I said, just woke up. But let's put it this way: everything gets stripped from you. Sometimes you get broken down to nothing. But that's not the end of your story, because God built you right back up. Because once you realize the self-worth and what you're doing wrong in your life, and God takes you out and punishes you for a minute, he spares that rod and that, on that little, ass of yours, let's put it that way, spares it and gives you a little discipline, because a good father or parent will show discipline to their children. I'm not saying beat your children. My God, no, don't do that. Like I said, be a little bit stern sometimes and tell them, hey, you do something wrong? Guess what? Fix it, buddy. Fix it. Because you got to do better. Because when God speaks to you, he doesn't shout at you. He whispers. But the whisper is enough to put fear in your body. You ever heard somebody say God-fearing man or woman? Well, it's not the fact of fearing him. It's the fact to understand he's the Father. Okay? So, when you have a little bit of respect for your parents, like your father or your mother, it's not because you fear them. It's because you respect them and love them, and they love you. But in return, they're not going to tell you, hey, go outside and get hit by a car today. Go outside and get shot or shoot somebody or kill someone. No. With good intentions. It's for them to teach you and nurture you, like your mother nurtures you, into a right direction. Very simple. So never matter what you go through in life, remember this. It's already been written before you, okay? And you know that God goes ahead of you and prepares your day. And he's already preparing it for tomorrow too, okay? It's already been done. And the beautiful thing about life is this: there is freedom of choice and decision. Hence the fact that God says, you don't have to sit there and worship me. That's fine, but I still love you. I love you that doesn't worship me. I love the ones that do. Equally. Because he's a loving God and he's very equally. And the moment you look up in the sky and you're thinking, I'm ever praying all my life, praying, nothing's happening. Well, guess what? It will happen. In God's timing. If he ever answered every gift and every prayer that everybody said one time, then the decisions could have been traumatic. But if there's a hold on it, there's for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, my brothers and sisters of this world. That's the reason why I'm talking to you right now. The thing is, because you need it. This world is in trouble. God sends people like us to come save you guys. Imagine that, little old me. But I'm not being bashful, but I'm not the only one. Look up the number in the Bible, 144,000 strong, baby. 144,000 isn't much. 8.6 billion, 144,000. Sometimes people need help. And when God knows you need help, he opens up his little tool chest of his, right? And he sends people to you. I mean, granted, I've been here for 42 years. But when you hit the earth and you hit your head sometimes, you try to realize, well, what am I doing? And then you got to work on yourself to help others. So anyhow, I don't want to hold people up too much longer. It's been almost a half an hour of me jabbing and jiving with you here. But guess what? You're not alone. And the world's going to get better. God said to me that the season of 2026 is going to be a good season. Believe that. Awakening's happening, people. Awakening. Time to activate your brain and get things cracking. 29:33 on the clock. Believe it or not, there's so many different angel numbers. They're all around you. All around you, baby. All around you. Open your eye and take a look. See things. What you are and what you are here for has reason, and you're beautiful. So keep pushing forth. Don't let nothing stop you today. Step out there, and when you think you can't do it and somebody says you can't, tell them, you know what? I will, and it's going to be done. But give praise and glory to God, too. Like I said, another beautiful day. Another thing to get into. Enjoy your life. Even if you don't have nothing, you say, you have everything. And you have the reason and purpose, and you have determination and courage in you to go out and do it, baby. Go out and do it. So I love all my beloved out there. And till next time, shalom, shalom. Praise Abba. Hallelujah. God bless everybody. Stay tuned. There'll be more. The best is yet to come. God bless. And bye-bye.